is it not connected to my? Can you? It's not actually turning up on my video though. So I don't know what's going on since I did that thing yesterday about college, about India. My YouTube has just gone weird. So people can see me, but it's not coming up on my channel. I think the Indian government's doing something. It's not even. I can't even find the video. It's not actually working on my thingy. But when I go to my channel, what is going on? Because oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, it took a bit of time. I thought India, blasted India, was trying to sabotage my goddamn video again. You know, the internet's not even working on there. What is going on? Oh, here it is now. There it is. India is getting revenge on me for yesterday's bloody stream about India. Yeah, suddenly my video wasn't loaded properly. Wasn't all right. So this is a quick vid to Foga Faz, the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, Orisid, can I have some more? Please, Orisid, can I have some more? Foga Faz, the creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. He sold out his Muslim brothers. All he does is create MMA, the mixed martial arguments channel. Foga Faz. He's back. He's back. Foga is back. And I'm not going to open it. So, due to everyone, I'm not really going to open the panel or anything. I'm just going to keep it very short, maybe half an hour, because I just want to address a few things. Because obviously the Foga is trying to kind of like draw me out, but it's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. I'll do it on my own channel because he's done quite a controversial stream today, and I don't mind you attacking me. That's fine, man. That's fine. But let me just show you the kind of stuff he's trying to draw me out by doing some controversial stuff. So let me have a look if he's still on the Foga. So now have a look at this. Yeah, this is how desperate the Foga is for my attention. Have a look, Fuzza. This just shows you how much of an attention whore you are. First of all, he done a stream earlier entitled "Was Bhindranwale Sant the Sikh ISIS of Punjab?" Yeah. Then the second one is, who is the better man, Aurangzeb of Bhindranwale? Yeah. But instead of putting Bhindranwale on the picture, he puts Guru Tegh Bahadur, the ninth Guru. Instead of putting Bhindranwale on there, he puts Guru Tegh Bahadur, the ninth Guru, on there. So I don't understand why he did that. Well, I think I understand. He's trying to provoke, because he knows this title is not about Guru Tegh Bahadur. This title is about whether Aurangzeb or Bhindranwale is worse. Yeah, and so you can see like what he's doing. And then here's this one: the pigeon is Buddha. Well, let's have a look. Now, maybe I should hit this report button. I don't know, guys. Who wants to do it? Who wants to hit the report button? Because I think, you know, claiming I'm a terrorist, you know, without no real, you know, I'm not people like, you know, Sheikh Man or Mad Dunya or, you know, Tarweed and all of these little weirdos who truly have real. Is that a real? You are unblocked. Is she blocked or unblocked? I can see. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to do it later, Betty. Is she blocked in it? Why you? I don't know. I can't remember blocking you. I can see you on my on here. Try and go into a different account because I can't do it right now because I need to log out and do all that bullshit. And I've already started the stream anyway. Big up to Betty anyway. Big up to Banksy. Hopefully that truce lasts. Today, I've probably done the biggest, let's just say the biggest kind of like peace treaty since Chamberlain and Hitler. You know how that went though, remember? Chamberlain and Hitler, not a good comparison, because obviously Chamberlain and Hitler, it wasn't a good peace treaty. I've got a feeling it might go that way. That's just me, you know, looking at the worst side, because I just hope to God these two keep it, just don't talk about each other more, yeah, because I'm sick and tired of it. It's going tits up. It's going to get real nasty, and it is going real nasty. The first one to break the truce is going to, you know, have to take responsibility for breaking the truce. Now, the real reason why Foga is so upset isn't because he truly believes any of this stuff. What it is he's upset for two reasons. Yeah, there's two reasons. The first one is that I highlighted the video of the old Sikh man being converted on his deathbed, and showing the despicable kind of actions of certain people who think that's an amazing thing to do, to get an old man just before he's dying on his bed, yeah, and then manipulating him into saying the Shahada. Like I said, to all the Muslims out there that are condemning it, big up to yourself. I appreciate you not doing that. But there are a lot of people, including Foga Faz and all of these degenerates, who think it was totally okay what was done to that old man. Now, I'm hoping that, you know, I haven't really got no control over this, but people are looking into it, and they're going to see whether that old man truly was a consenting conversion. Because let me tell you something now, I'm 99% sure that he was not consenting to that conversion. He didn't know what was going on, and that this person who was doing it manipulated him. And worse still, the Dawa, some of the Dawa channels and certain people are now milking this for kind of their channels and stuff like that. And it's disgusting, yeah. Just so people understand why they're so upset. Let me have a look. So you can see here again, I'm just going to play the video, and you can understand why they're a little bit upset, because I exposed this, and you know, because they were putting this on you know, like Black Dunia's channel. There's more videos now of this particular conversion on different channels now, and you know, they're praising it and stuff like this. So like I said, they're upset, not because, the only reason they're upset is because of this video and the fact that I highlighted that the Sikh regiment, yeah, the Sikh regiment had to be flown, or the Punjab Sikh regiment had to be flown into Bangladesh in 1972 to stop, guess what? To stop the genocide of the Bengali people by the Pakistanis. They don't like people talking about that, because they start getting upset. Oh, why are you talking about this? Why are you talking about this? Yeah. Now, obviously, they're not going to like this picture. They're not going to like this picture, because the guy on here is the Pakistan general. This guy and his soldiers were responsible for maybe between 1 million to 2 million deaths of Bengalis, yeah, including Hindus, including Muslims, you name it, yeah. Now, in order to defeat the Pakistani army, the Bengali army, yeah, were doing, you know, as much as they could, but the Sikh Punjabi regiment was flown in 15,000 miles or something like that, or 1,500 miles, I can't remember. And so they had to come in, and they defeated the Pakistani army in 12 days. Yeah. So obviously they're not going to like this. They can't stand the fact that this is history. This is only 1972. It ain't my fault. I was just telling the story. Don't get upset about it. You know, you should just be saying, well done, you know, thanks for coming over and helping us. Instead, what Foga Faz is doing is having a goddamn fit. Oh my God, Rod, how dare you tell history? Rod, how dare you tell the history? How dare the Sikhs come to Bangladesh and save us? How dare the Sikhs come to Bangladesh and save us from the Pakistani army who was massacring us? How dare they? And how dare Raj talk about it? Yeah. So We went there and we ended up saving their ass. And Foga Faz's reply is just freaking triggering himself. You know, going mad like the mad lunatic he is. He's probably on crack again. As you can see, his response is to do 3 videos of me today. 3! This is going to be a new record year of degeneracy. So not only 1 video. So he starts with what's Bindrawal, the Sant Sikh ISIS of Punjab. Yeah, have a look here. Yeah, and then he starts another one. Whoa, who's the better man? Aurangzeb of Bindrawala. That's another one he did. Yeah, and then right now the pigeon is a terrorist Buddha. So 3 back-to-back live streams on the Raj. That just shows you, even though I'm not trying, I have still got the power to mind F these guys. I still have the power. I always knew I did. I'm just glad that I'm reminded that I still have the power to do it, to trigger them, to trigger these guys, because they just go freaking mad whenever the Raj says anything. The other reason is they're pissed off about this. Yeah, they're pissed off. They're pissed off, yeah, about this video. They're pissed off, and I don't blame them. It's embarrassing. It's probably one of the most embarrassing Dawa videos I've ever seen. And like I said, man, this is an old Sikh guy. Looks very similar to my father, to be honest with you. This is one of the other reasons why it's pissing me off. I'm not going to lie. Because if my dad was in this position in hospital and someone took advantage of him in the way they did here, I would be freaking more pissed off. Now, when it comes to this situation, old man in a hospital, yeah, he's obviously ill. He's supposed to be 105 years old. He's a Sikh gentleman, I can tell, because he's got what you call a top knot and a jewelry. And allegedly, his grandson thinks it's appropriate to pull out a camera and while he's on his deathbed, get him to repeat the Shahada. Yeah. Now, hopefully people are going to look into this shit to find out exactly what's going on. But this is totally disgusting, because at the end of the day, a man in this state, yeah, who is in hospital on his last days, probably doesn't even know what's going on, is not competent enough to be able to make that type of decision. Yeah. And you can see he can barely even lift his finger. He can't even do this. He can't even do that. Yeah. How do you think this guy is going to be able to be mentally competent enough to make a decision about converting to another religion? So you can see here, and they're using this as like a propaganda now. And that's why they're upset today. Yeah, because I've seen they're going into a frenzy. So have a look.
Guys, it's the beautiful month of Ramadan. My grandfather is 105 years old. And
now let me just do that again. This ain't going to be a long stream. I just want to kind of just like, you know, make sure they know that, you know, I'm still here. I'm still here. I'm still here. Let me just do this.
Hey guys, it's the beautiful month of Ramadan. My grandfather is 105 years old and we come from Sikh background. I took my Shahada when I was 21, and today my grandfather here is going to take his Shahada because now he's weak, he can barely talk, and the angel's probably gonna come for his ruh soon. So here we go, guys. I want you guys to be a part of this miraculous moment 2020. Bapu chal bolni me vichon. Ashhadu an la ilaha il Allah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad the Rasul. Rasul Allah. As you can see, he's using his left hand to make the finger because his right hand has completely stopped working. So there it is, guys. He took his Shahada.
So as you can see, the guy can barely move, can barely lift his finger up, and he's being kind of like manipulated into taking the shahada in a hospital. Now, if that was just a one-off, I'll be like, all right, this is really bad. But there's others, and I'm going to start searching the internet to see how many I can find. I need to just take a bit of time. But here's another one, yeah, which is another one where an old woman is in hospital, dying, literally dying. Yeah, as you can see here, she's literally dying. And the woman, I mean, this has got like 7,000 views almost, and all of them are just like, oh, it's amazing. An old British woman declared Shahada just before her death. An old yet profound video. A Muslim man was visiting a London hospital when he heard an old English lady shouting for help from a high care unit next to the Muslim patient he was visiting. So what would you do? Let me just ask a question. What would you do if you was in a hospital visiting a family member and then you heard an old woman shouting for help? What would you do? What would you do? What I would do is I would go and see if she was okay and then say, do you need a nurse? And I'll bring a nurse out. In fact, I wouldn't even ask her if she need a nurse or a doctor. I'll get the nurse and a doctor. But what do you think this guy done? Have a look. Have a look. Look what this guy done, yeah? He goes, she was English lady shouting for help from a high care unit. So it's a high care unit next to the Muslim patient he was visiting. He rushed to see her. She said, I've wanted to convert to Islam. Can you help me? Seriously, like, first of all, you know, that's obviously a lie. Yeah, that's obviously a lie. You know she never said that. You know no one would just suddenly go calling for help and then saying, oh, I want to convert to Islam. So you're telling me that this person saying, help me in a hospital, and she knew there was going to be a Muslim man walking by who's then going to say, can you convert me to Islam? You know that's a lie. So first of all, it's disgusting to lie about this lady's last hours on earth or however long she was. Yeah, so you have a look at this, and then this is probably just as bad or even worse in some ways. Have a look.
Allah, ilaha, illa, Allah, wa ashhadu, anna, Muhammad, Rasul, Allah. I testify that there is no God but Allah, and I testify that Muhammad is his messenger, and I testify that Jesus is Allah's messenger.
Now, you cannot tell me this is a conversion that's going to be valid. You can't tell me that, because the thing is that there's a difference between somebody, say, like, you know, say, so let's give an example. Say if somebody was like, you know, quite elderly, they were dying, and then, you know, they're on their bed, but they're competent. You can tell that they can talk, that they're not in distress. They're kind of sitting there, and then they decided to convert to another religion. Cool. That's cool. That's fine. Like, if someone wants to do that. But when somebody's screaming for help in a hospital, and then this dimwit, yeah, this goddamn degenerate, instead of coming over and getting help for her, starts to convert the woman, yeah? I mean, look at does this woman, yeah, look like she's in any state to make a decision like this? Have a look at her. Have a look. Now, this is where people say that people like Mad Dunny and them lot are trolling me, and they're only saying this to troll me. No, they're not. They truly see this as a beautiful thing. They see this as a beautiful thing, yeah? They see this as one of the best things to happen to this old woman, yeah? And this is the problem. What about her family? You know, do you have no consideration for the family, or just generally the people, yeah, that are loved her all of her life, and, you know, probably would be so upset to see their grandma or somebody in their family being put on YouTube for propaganda purposes? Because this is what it is. This is propaganda purposes. Yeah, this is not anything to do with religion. It's just what you call salesman shahadas, who just want to get conversions numbers. They don't give a shit about whether they're true or not. As long as you tick, 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 and they get the shahadas, they don't care if they stay Muslim. They don't care if it's fake or not. As long as it's on camera, as long as they've got it recorded, as long as they can put it online and then show the world, okay, we got another one, we got another one, we got another one. Even if it's in their deathbed, you know, even in their deathbed, you know, they would still be okay. Now, like I said, yeah, obviously me highlighting this, I have a right as a Sikh to highlight the old Sikh man being converted, because obviously I'm from the Sikh faith. Secondly, that guy reminds me of my father. Thirdly, yeah, I think it's within everybody's right to find out who that guy is, whether he was competent, whether he was manipulated, where was his family, why was it uploaded onto YouTube, yeah, and all of this kind of stuff. We have a right to do that. And I know people are looking into it. I'm not looking into it because I don't have enough kind of resources, but I know other people are going to find out exactly who they are, exactly what happened, who that person is doing that to that old man. And if it's found out, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be, that this old man didn't consent to this, didn't know what was going on, I'm telling you that my live streams are going to be peak. You know what the word peak means. They're going to be bloody savage. I'm telling you straight now, because there's so many channels and people bigging this up. Just today, Foga fast, Foga fast, Foga fast, Foga fast. The creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, I receive. Can I have some more? Him, he was already saying today, oh, big up, this is a great shot. Rah, 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 rah. Now, obviously, it's not nice, yeah, when you're being shown up like this. I know it's not nice. I wouldn't like it. It's embarrassing. But you don't need to start attacking me because I'm the messenger. Yeah, I'm the messenger. I'm just showing you what is going on. Yeah, I'm just showing you what's going on. And then this is the kind of thing that, you know, he's now upset. I would ask people to ask Foga, why has he got Guru Tegh Bahadur's photo, the 9th Guru's photo, yeah, with Aurangzeb, saying who's the better man, Aurangzeb or Bhindranwala? Why is if you're doing a discussion about Aurangzeb and Bhindranwala, okay, fair enough. At least have the picture of Guru Bhindranwala there. Why have you got the 9th Guru's picture on there? Obviously, because you're trying to kind of like we'll say flame my kind of like make me upset and get me on there to try and talk. I went on there for 1 minute to say I'm never going on there, and he's a puddida and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's all only reason I went on there. So I'm not yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to say something. I reckon the Indian government has been interfering with my YouTube page. I'm not lying. I'm not even joking. The Indian government, I think, is interfering with my YouTube page. Let me explain what happened yesterday, yeah? Let me explain what happened. Because I did that show about 1984, and normally all of my videos upload straight away, yeah? All of my videos upload straight away. And then, yeah, all of them upload straight away in around maybe half an hour, yeah, an hour, depending on the size of the video. This one wasn't that much of a big video. It was only 3 hours. And for some reason, this particular video here, yeah, this particular video here took ages to upload, my Bhindranwala one, yeah, ages. In fact, it only uploaded today. All the comments were shut down and everything like that for a day and a half. And even today, when I went live, my channel didn't show the video until 5 minutes after I started complaining and stuff. So I don't know. Maybe the Indian government is trying to get me. They're trying to get me. So like I said, let me just quickly just get something out. This wasn't a planned thingy, but at the end of the day, sometimes I got to I've got to highlight something, because I would say anyone go over there and ask Foga Faz, what has Guru Tegh Bahadur got to do with Pindrawala? Why is Guru Tegh Bahadur the 9th Guru? Imagine if I put, imagine if I did this year, I did a title called ISIS or Al Qaeda, and then have a picture of Prophet Muhammad on there or something like that. Like, that's unacceptable. Like, you don't start putting titles up and then chucking on religious figures and stuff like that. This is why I believe that a lot of Muslims don't understand, especially Sunni Muslims, don't understand that they offend other religions all the time. All the time they're defending other religions. In fact, although I disagree with DCCI, although I disagree with their tactics, they do have a legitimate reason to go to Speaker's Corner and actually defend their faith, because the one religion that is constantly attacked by the Dawa teams is Christianity. Just in its text, just generally, they're constantly attacking Christianity, just by the fact that they say Jesus Christ is their prophet, but he's not the Son of God. Just in that alone, yeah, you're saying the whole of Christianity is false. And so Christians have a right to defend their religion. Yeah, they have a right. I've actually seen when it comes to I know my thing's probably buffering because the Indian government is probably doing it. What can I do? But yeah, so is it buffering or not for people? Because on my end, it actually is a bit slow on my end. I'm not going to lie. It is a bit slow. But it ain't going to be a long stream anyway, to be honest with you. Ain't going to be. Yeah, mine is actually not working that well on my end either. So it's not just people trolling because it took a bit of time. Maybe it's just my internet connection as well. That's the problem, maybe. So like I said, you need to ask, why is this guy if you have a problem with me, Foga, okay, you got a problem with me, yeah, fair enough. But when you're starting to like drag the gurus into stuff, then you're involving all Sikhs. You do get that, don't you? When you start, let me say something, Foga. If you want to go for me, okay, but when you start bringing the gurus into stuff and putting them in pictures and stuff like that and doing controversial titles, what you're doing is actually attacking all Sikhs, even Sikhs that support you, probably like you, have no issue with you. Yeah. So if I was you, I would ask any Sikhs over there, just tell them, have a bit more consideration. If you don't want people to start putting pics up of your religious figures, yeah, on videos with false titles or controversial titles, because I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm telling you, I will do it. I will do it. So here's Foga, which guru? Now let me explain. See this picture where you've got who's the better man, Aurangzeb or Pindrawala? See this picture here. This is not Pindrawala. It even says on there, this is Guru Tegh Bahadur, the 9th Guru. Yeah. This is the 9th Guru on there. This ain't Pindrawala. This is Pindrawala. So this is not Pindrawala. This is Guru Tegh Bahadur. And this is Aurangzeb. So obviously, you know, he's going to play dumb now. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I'm just some Foga. I'm just a little Foga face. I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Like you don't know nothing. Like when you released Zabida's marriage certificate. Remember? Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was the marriage certificate. I just thought it was some, you know, just some document, you know, something I just left on the floor somewhere. I didn't know it was my marriage document. Now, like I said, I'm going to ask Foga Faz, do you agree, because you said earlier that it was good they converted that older Sikh man. Does Foga agree with this video? Let me play it to you. I'm going to play you 2 videos. First is of a Sikh man on his bed, is definitely not coherent. He's in hospital and doesn't know what's going on. Yeah. Do you think this is acceptable to them film the man and convert him, even though he doesn't even know what he's saying, because he can't even speak English, let alone Arabic.
Hey guys, it's the beautiful month of Ramadan. My grandfather is 105 years old, and we come from Sikh background. I took my Shahada when I was 21, and today my grandfather here is going to take his Shahada because now he's weak, he can barely talk, and the angel's probably gonna come for his ruh soon. So here we go, guys. I want you guys to be a part of this miraculous moment 2020. Bapu chal bolni me vichon. Ashhadu an la ilaha il Allah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad the Rasul. Rasul Allah. As you can see, he's using his left hand to make the finger because his right hand has completely stopped working.
Doesn't work. So, okay, he says, go and ask the grandson. Okay, we will ask the grandson. Trust me. There are people looking into it now. I'm telling you. If this guy, is not his grandson and the father didn't make that, the grandfather is that ill as he looks in there, it's going to get peak. I'm telling you, I'll be doing loads of videos exposing the bullshit, because I'm going to read all the comments of people supporting this and have a look at this. Then let's see how much it takes for Foga to condemn, because this is such a clear cut one here. Now, like I said, old woman, in hospital. Old woman in hospital. She looks literally like she's on death's door. I heard that she died at some point. And the guy, it says here, it's got 7,000 views. An old British woman declared shahada just before her death. And a Muslim man was visiting a London hospital when he heard an old English lady shouting for help from a high care unit next to the Muslim patient he was visiting. Now, what would any other normal person do if they heard someone screaming for help? What would you do? Most people, 99.9%, would go over to find out what's happening and then get help for her. He said he rushed to see her. She said, and he said, English lady shouting for help from a high care unit next to the Muslim was visiting. He rushed to see her. She said, I've wanted to convert to Islam. Can you help me? Bullshit. Bullshit. Does this woman here look like she was asking to go convert to Islam? Does this woman truly look like that? Now, let me see who's going to condemn this video.
Ashhadu Allah ilaha illa Allah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasul Allah. I testify that there is no God but Allah, and I testify that Muhammad is his messenger, and I testify that Jesus is Allah's messenger.
Now, the response to this is no real condemnation from certain people. Now, listen to to any Sikhs out there that truly think that Sir Faz likes you, say, oh, we don't mind Sikhs, we just don't like Raj. Read this. Read this. Read this. This is their true, this is Foga Faz's real belief. He just sugarcoats it. He says, Raj Speaker's Corner, can you provide me the evidence that it's the Guru's picture, not some Englishman? Does that sound like somebody that's, oh, I'm sorry? Most people would have just said, look, dude, I apologize, made a mistake, I'm taking it down. Look what he writes. Look what he writes. Look what he writes. Don't ever tell me that they have any respect for Sikhs. Don't ever tell me this, because I know in their heart of heart, they just see us as pagans. They just see it as kuffar, yeah, people like Foga, Faz and them. Look. So he's going, right, Speaker's Corner, can you provide me the evidence that is the picture, Guru's picture, not some Englishman? No real apology, no real, I'm going to take it down, just mocking the thing, yeah? And then they wonder, like, when we start mocking stuff, down with the kuffar, kill him, how dare he say this about my religion? Yeah, they go freaking ape shit over the minimum things. Now, I could go ape shit about this and go, oh, you're freaking this. But I gave you a chance. I said, look, you've done this. And I thought maybe he might go, okay, my bad, made a mistake. I'll take the picture then. But he has to go and write this instead. No, making me fully aware to me that this guy doesn't have no respect for anyone else's faith. That only care about their. This is the biggest problem that I've found here over the years is that it's okay for Sunni Muslims in particular. I'm not saying all to mock other people's faith, whether it's Shias, whether it's Hindu. I mean, the Hindus get it the worst. The Hindus and Shias get it the worst. Those two are literally get it the worst, in my opinion, the Hindus and the Shias. Then Christians are constantly mocked about their faith as well. Sikhs don't really get it that much per se, because I don't think our faith has that many, let's just say, stuff that they can attack. We don't agree with the idolatry. We don't worship more than one God. And obviously we're badass as well. You know that. That's why we saved your ass, the Bengalis. We saved your ass, bitch. Now, just because of today, I'm going to have to rub it in. Let me get the video up again. I didn't want to have to do this, yeah? But if you're going to start insulting me, yeah, in order to insult me, you start insulting my faith and stuff like that. Okay, let's just go through 1972 again. Let's do another video in 1972 for like 20 minutes, 15 minutes. Let's have a look what happened in 1972. Yeah. Let's have a look what happened in 1972. Let's have a look what happened in 1972. You know, during that time when Pakistan went into Bangladesh and they ended up killing 2 million Bengalis, including Hindus and Muslims. And then the Punjab Regiment, the Sikh Punjab Regiment was flown in, and in 12 days we freaking crushed their ass. Yeah, have a look. This is the surrender. Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? This is the Pakistani Sikh. Have a look, guys. Look. Who's that? Yeah. To you, Sir Faz. See this guy here? He flew 1,500 miles or something to save your people's ass. Yeah. From your so-called Muslim brothers who are massacring you en masse, raping your women, killing your people, destroying your language, destroying your culture. We come over there, yeah? We come over there, and guess what? We saved your ass. I know you don't like that. Any of the Bengalis out there that appreciate that, cool. But people like Foga Faz get upset about stuff like that because he doesn't like the fact that we had to come in to save you, to save the Bengali Muslims and Hindus from their fellow Pakistani Muslim brothers in West Pakistan. Yeah, I would be upset about that as well, Foga. I'm not gonna lie. I would be upset about that as well. Yeah, because you would expect, yeah, your Muslim brothers to have some respect for you instead of going in there and genociding your people. Have a look at this. Look at this lovely young Bengali guy, yeah. Let me tell you something, yeah. What's shocking to me is that this is the people I grew up with, yeah. When I'm telling you something now, yeah. Since I've been Speaker's Corner, I've never met, but in my private life before going Speaker's Corner, I never used to meet Bengalis like Grey Dunya or Foga Faz and all these degenerates. The guys I used to meet were always cool. Yeah, never had no issues with Bengalis. Even the time I have had issues with them was nothing to do with religion. It was to do with something else. It was never to do with me being Sikh. Yeah, it was always to do with something else. Yeah, Saeed Ali Diba's little lapdog. Yeah, and look how grateful, and I'm not saying they should be grateful forever, but look how grateful the Bengali brothers are over there, yeah, that the Sikhs come in to help. Who's this? Who's this guy? This is the Pakistani, yeah, who ordered the genocide of the Bengali people. Who's this? This is the Sikh commander of the Punjab Regiment who come in, yeah, and flew in and risked their life. Remember, yeah, these Sikhs that went there risked their lives. They flew 1,500 miles, were parachuted into Bangladesh, fought the Pakistanis, and they crushed them in 12 days. Yeah, crushed them in 12 days. We got to Triple S. Yeah. Now I'm gonna get another video, and I don't like to have to do this, yeah, because I did it. He's moaning about it today. Now, if you're moaning about it, I'll do it more because I know, yeah, that you're upset about it. So screw it, I'll do more. Yeah, I'll do it more because I'm not having you, you know, start to get butthurt about history. It's history. It ain't my fault. It's not pretty. What do you want me to do? Like, you know, pretty it up a bit and go, oh, nothing happened, dudes. Nothing happened in Bangladesh in the 1972. Don't worry, forget about it. Nothing happened. No Sikhs risked their lives. No Sikhs risked their lives flying over for thousands of miles to help them. No one done anything. We didn't go over there. We don't need to, you know, talk about this. No, we should talk about it because it's actually one of the kind of great liberations of a country. Yeah, and to big up to the Bengali soldiers that fought and died trying to free themselves from the Pakistani army. Yeah, let me just double check. So I need to.
Nagra assured the officers of war.
I'm trying to find a particular video I had last time. This is your fault, Foga. I didn't want to have to do this. Now you made me go into some bloody, you know, rubbing your nose in it. Yeah, and I don't want to have to do that. But if you're going to start talking shit, then yeah, obviously I'm going to do it. I did the other one in a respectful way. I wasn't being, I wasn't belittling anyone. I was just thinking, I bigged up the Bengalis doing that. At no point during that particular, particular stream I did I disrespect Bengali people. I said the Bengalis were hard asses and they fought like freaking, you know, warriors and stuff like that. So for some reason he finds that offensive. How dare you talk about history, boy? How dare you? How dare you talk about history? Yeah, it's got nothing to do with you, even though the Sikh people were the ones that come down and flew thousands of miles to save you. Oh, but it's got nothing to do with the Sikhs, nothing to do with these guys, nothing to do with us. Raj is just, you know, talking about something that, you know, it's got nothing to do with us. So let me just play this. So this is a documentary. I don't know how much I can play of it. Let me just go through it again because this is actually a really good documentary.
Cause guns and glory. On Pakistan, PM India. On 16th December 1971, at around 4:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, Lieutenant General Amir Abdullah Khan Niazi, Martial Law Administrator and Commander of the Eastern Command, Pakistan, attached his signature to a one-page document. A minute later, Lieutenant General Jagjit Singh Arora, General Officer Commanding-in-Chief of the India and Bangladesh Forces in the Eastern Theatre, countersigned the instrument of surrender.
Signed the instrument of surrender and placed himself.
See?
1,500 kilometers away.
1,500 kilometers they flew in order to help the Bengali people. As you can see here,
And East Pakistan.
prior to that, you had a separation between West Pakistan, which is Pakistan today, and East Pakistan, which is Bangladesh over here. In the middle is India. And guess where the Punjab is? All the way over here, 1,500 miles away.
Foreign earnings, yet only received 30% of all imports and investments. West Pakistan was the ruler and East Pakistan the producer of goods. In the 23.5 years of its union, West Pakistan treated East Pakistan as its colony.
This is my favorite bit, yeah. This is my favorite. I'm going to do this for Raindrop, yeah. This is for you, Raindrop.
In the
So this is my favorite bit, yeah. So on the Battle of Longdawal, yeah, the Sikhs, yeah. And have a look at the thingy. Look at this. Look. Let me say something. I would rather the Sikhs, yeah, come in and help the helpless who are being persecuted and genocided, yeah, in your land than I have my own land. What do you think about that? I'd rather the Sikhs fly over there and help millions of women being raped and murdered than have a homeland. What do you think of that? That's the difference between the Sikhs and you guys. We don't believe in your bullshit. The Sikhs went there to help the oppressed. See, this is what you don't get. You don't get it. You'll never get it. Now, this is my favorite bit here. Obviously, is when the Sikhs had a battle of Longdawal and the Punjab Regiment destroyed the Pakistan regiment. And watch this, this is brutal.
ground troops and
This is
artillery
brutal.
began arriving, reinforcing Major Chandpuri's brave men. The Pakistani armor panicked and, abandoning all war discipline and their own battle plan, began to run helter-skelter to avoid being blown up. By midday of 5th December, the Battle of Longawala was all but over. The remaining Pakistani forces limped back across the border, with only 8 of their battle tanks in functioning order. Spread across the desert battleground of Longawala lay the 51 other tanks they had come with, in the hope of attacking Jaisalmer. Order. Spread across the desert battleground of Longawala lay the 51 other tanks they had come with, in the hope of attacking Jaisalmer.
This is how we do it. We don't just crush your ass,
before,
yeah? Look at this.
Lay the 51 other tanks they had come with, in the hope of attacking Jaisalmer.
Look at this. Look at it. Brutal. Brutal. Not only do we crush your ass, we jump on your tank and we danced around it doing bhangra. Come on, man. You know, yeah. You know that's just beastly. That's beastly. That is like pure savage mode number 10. Having to like defeat an army 10 times its size, yeah, with a tiny regiment of 150 mans, and then jump on your tanks and then dance on them. Have a look. Watch it again. Hold on.
Care of 6 Pakistani tanks.
Here's another bit. Where is that other bit?
Pakistanis at any cost.
Oh, here's another bit. Yeah, this is a badass one as well.
With exceptional bravery, he engaged them all single-handedly and scored hits on 2 of them.
Watch this. Watch this.
Flying from Srinagar on December the 14th, Sikh Man single-handedly took on 6 Pakistani F-86 Sabres.
Oh, where is it?
Singh
Oh, here it is. So have a look at this here.
Fighters of the Indian Air Force found for themselves a permanent spot in the glorious annals of air warfare. And the most memorable of all Nats was flown by Flying Officer Nirmal.
Now, what you need to understand, guys, yeah, Sikhs only make up 1% of India's population. 1%. But look at how many battles, though, the Sikhs here have defeated the opposing armies. You're looking at Pakistan, they defeated. They had to be flown to Bangladesh to defeat the Pakistanis there. There's a reason why the Punjab Regiment is the most decorated, the most respected regiments in the world. And it's because of people like this. Yeah? One aeroplane pilot as well freaking battered all the Pakistani Air Force.
Singh Second of the number 18 Flying Bullet Squadron.
Even in the air.
Flying from Srinagar on December the 14th, Sikh single-handedly took on 6 Pakistani F-86
So here's the bit about where is it? Let me have a look.
headquarters. Transmission but
Oh.
12 miles out of fire. Survivors recount how a calm and composed Captain Emin Mullah, in the highest traditions of invasion, the Border Security Force, the BSF, played a major role in the 1971 Indo.
So he did this. These are the Bengali soldiers. We salute you, Bengali soldiers. The guys in the chat, yeah, like Sir Faz and Foga Faz and all these great. You're disgrace to Bangladesh, yeah. Trust me, I've never met Bengalis like this before. All the Bengalis before I went Speaker's Corner, I had a lot of respect for you. Ever since I've been Speaker's Corner, I've only met degenerates like these guys. Saeed, with that screw face. You got that other degenerate. Freaking Foga, you got the other degenerate Great Dunya. They're like the lapdogs here of like, you know, the Dawa teams and the Pakistanis. They're always like running around like, oh, what can we do for you? In real life, the Pakistanis used to have some dirty. One thing about, I mean, Bangladeshis used to have some dirty. One thing about Bangladeshis I always respected is that it doesn't matter how small those guys were, they'll freaking fight a man twice their size. But these ones at Speaker's Corner, they're disgrace. I'm telling you, they're disgrace. That's the one thing I always respect about Bengalis. I know some Bengalis that are like that freaking small, yeah, and there's a man double their size and they'll freaking fight the man. Even if they get beaten up, they don't give a shit. They're like, at least we tried. And I've always respected about people that, you know, even if they know they're gonna lose, they'll still try. Yeah. But a lot of times they actually won though as well. So I'm not even saying this. Yeah, quite good fighters, man, I'm not gonna lie. But not these degenerates. These type of guys I'm talking about. The real Bengalis.
From its build-up to the final mopping up operations after victory.
During the first beginning of the war, we were engaging our enemies, that is the Pakistan army in Bangladesh, with small arms like rifles, LMGs, small 2-inch mortars we call it.
Where's the strategic town in East?
Oh, here it is.
Both countries had been preparing for months. While their armies stood eyeball to eyeball in the western sector, there were constant skirmishes that escalated into all-out battles in the east. Village Garibpur lay on the highway that went to Jessore, an important and strategic town in East Pakistan. In mid-November 1971, to stop the atrocities of the East Pakistan Army in the region, the 14th Punjab Battalion.
The 14th Punjab Regiment. The 14th Punjab Regiment was flown in 1,500 miles, yeah, into Bangladesh, yeah, just so people can understand how far that is, yeah. Let me show you how far that is. Why did they not? Let me explain something. You need to ask yourself a question before you start running down Sikhs, yeah. You need to ask yourself this. And you need to really ask yourself this very carefully because it's a very, very, very important question. Why did the Indian government send in, now if you look at this map here and I zoom in, here's the Punjab where the Sikhs are, the Punjab Regiment that was flown into Bangladesh. They were flown from here all the way to here, 1,500 miles. But when you look at Bangladesh here, look at the amount of states that are next to it with soldiers. Manipur, yeah, Assam, West Bengal, Jharkhand, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar. Yeah, all of these states are right next to your country. Right next to, yeah, right next to, guess where? Bangladesh. Why did the Indian government decide to send the Punjab Regiment, yeah, which is right next to Pakistan, yeah, all the way over to Bangladesh? This is why. Let me explain why. Let me explain the reason why. And you're not going to like it, obviously. You're going to be upset. Because obviously, your Pakistani brothers were committing mass genocide on the Bengali people. They ended up killing nearly 2 million people during the genocide of Bangladesh. Hindus, not just Hindus, because there was millions of Hindus that were dispersed, but on top of that, millions of Muslims. Millions of over nearly 500,000 women in Bangladesh were raped by the Pakistani army. Why was the Punjab Regiment flown in? So have a listen again.
Lay on the highway that went to Jessore, an important and strategic town in East Pakistan. In mid-November 1971, to stop the atrocities of the East Pakistan Army in the region, the 14th Punjab Battalion moved to occupy the village. They were supported by air, artillery, and a tank squadron with 14 PT-76 tanks. To evict the Indians, East Pakistan's 107 Infantry Brigade launched a massive attack on the night of November 21st. Indian advance positions heard the tanks coming through the winter fog and reported their exact locations to Command Central. For the entire night, the battle raged between the East Pakistani Brigade, which was much, much larger in numbers than the sole Indian battalion. Around 8:30 in the morning, when the sun broke through the mist, 11 destroyed and 3 abandoned Pakistani tanks. Of the ice back on the coast.
Well, I need to wrap it up in a bit, but like I said, and I'm going to read something here that is from a Pakistani general, just so you understand the reason why the Punjab Regiment was sent and no other regiment was sent into that area. There's a reason. Let me just see if I can find it. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. So read this. Yeah. This is now. It was actually from a Pakistan general. Yeah. After the war. This is not a Sikh saying this. This is a Pakistani general saying this. Now let me read it to you. Sikhs formed a formidable force and were the reason for Pakistan's defeat in 1971. Yeah. You have so this is from a guy. The other day I read an article on the book Crisis of Leadership, authored by Major General Mukesh Khan of the Pakistani army. Major General. The author speaks about his experiences during the 1971 war and makes a special mention of the bravery of the Sikhs in the Indian army. He writes the Sikhs formed a formidable force and were the reason behind the defeat. Remember, Sikhs only make up 1% of India. 1%. The infantry brigade of the Pakistani forces attacked the Indian army near Hisarwala border. With their brigade comprising the powerful Punjab Regiment and Baloch Regiment, the Indian army was forced to retreat. As the Pakistani army reached near the Kashmir Hind post, they were halted by a small regiment of Indian army belonging to the Sikh Regiment. With slogans of Bole, Sonia, Sasri Akal reverberating in the air, the Sikh soldiers went on the roof and persistently opposed them. The entire night, they showered fire on Pakistani soldiers, and it was on the following day when Pakistani tanks bombed the post that some Sikhs were martyred. The remaining brave soldiers then destroyed the Pakistani tanks. Fighting with bravery, they marched forward, and thus our army lost its foothold, the author wrote in the book. Alas, a handful of Sikhs converted our great victory into a big defeat and shattered our confidence and courage. The same thing happened in Dhaka, Bangladesh. In the Battle of Jessore, the Sikhs opposed the Pakistani army so fiercely that our backbone and foothold was lost. Tuck, their back was broken. Tuck. Yeah. This became the main reason for our defeat, and Sikh strength and safety and honor of the country became the sole cause of their victory. The sole cause of their victory. Yeah. The sole cause of their victory. The sole cause of their victory. This is the major general of the Pakistani army saying the reason they lost Bangladesh, the reason why they lost the 1970 war of independence from Bangladesh as well, was because of the Sikh regiment. This is what they don't like, these guys. This is why they're pissed off that I mentioned this. I'm sorry, I'm going to talk about it more now because I know it pissed you off. I'll talk about it as much as I want. Oh, you, Raj, is talking about the Bangladesh war. How dare he talk about the Bangladesh war? Foga Faz, Foga Faz, Foga Faz, Foga Faz. Creature from the Black Lagoon of Bangladesh. Please, RSA, can I have some more? So, for me, this is an important part of history. This is just 30, 40, whatever years ago. It's not a long time ago. And for Foga Faz to be upset about me talking about this shows to me one thing. Foga Faz is embarrassed to be Bengali, in my opinion. He's embarrassed to be Bengali because I've never seen Bengalis be this embarrassed about their history. Normally, I remember when I was younger, because I had one of my best mates of Bengali from the age of, what is it? I think it was around 9 until around 15, 16. Every day, let me say this, every day for 6 years, yeah, on the weekday, I would walk down the road, knock on my Bengali mate's house, and we'd walk school together, and we're in the same class for 6 years. He never was embarrassed about his own history. These guys are embarrassed. They're embarrassed. They're embarrassed. I had another mate from the age of 19 to around 29 or 30 who was a Bengali guy. One of my good mates. He was never embarrassed. These guys, these Bengalis are so embarrassed to talk about the 1972 war because they don't want to upset the Pakistanis. Oh, don't talk about it, Raj. Oh, it's so uncomfortable for us. We don't want to talk about this genocide that the Pakistanis done on Bangladesh. Don't mention it. Don't mention it. Don't worry. Don't mention it. Don't worry about the fact that they genocided our country, killing over 1 million people and raping 500,000. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Yeah. Don't talk about it. But guess what? I will talk about it because the point is the Sikhs were flown in and they lost their lives, yeah, to defend that country and your people. We don't care if we got no homeland. I'd rather save 1 million women in Bangladesh than have a Sikh homeland. I'll tell you that straight now. I would rather save 1 million women from being raped than have a homeland. Is that a problem for you? Is that a problem? Yeah? Is that a problem? Or would you rather have a homeland but have, you know, your females raped? Well, which one? Which one? So for us, obviously, as we're Sikhs, we believe in just causes and fighting for what's right. And as you can see, watch. What's this? Now this stream's been going for 1 hour. Look what's still on there. Have a look, guys. To any Sikhs out there that think that people only attack Sikhs because of me, you need to look at this. Oh, big up Full Shepherd's back, man. Big up Full Shepherd. Where you been, man? Have a look. Even after 1 hour, Foga Faz still hasn't taken Guru Tegh Bahadur's picture off of a topic that happened nothing to do with Guru Tegh Bahadur. So imagine if I did a video titled I don't know, ISIS and XYZ, and then put Muhammad's picture on it. Prophet Muhammad's picture. I'd get freaking executed for that. But this guy, is totally okay for him to have the Guru's picture on there with a title, Who is Better Man? Aurangzeb or Bhindranwala? Bhindranwala is a freedom fighter. He's not anything else to us. Yeah, some people might see him as a terrorist. I see him as a freedom fighter. He did do wrong though in certain issues, which I explained the other day. So you can see, look, if he truly was somebody that was a decent human being, what he would have done is like, okay, Raj, I got a problem with you, but you know, this had nothing to do with Bhindranwala. This had nothing to do. Guru Tegh Bahadur's got nothing to do with Bhindranwala. I'll take the image down. Sorry about that, dude. I'll change it. But all he did was say, "Oh, Raj, isn't that an Englishman on there? Isn't that an Englishman?" Let me tell you something here. This is the biggest problem with the Sunni Muslim community here, and I'm being straight with you here. You think it's fine to mock other people's religion. You think it's fine to mock Jesus, to mock, you know, Hinduism, to mock Christianity, to mock Buddhism, to mock Sikhism, to mock any other religion. But one thing said about your faith, you go freaking ape shit. I literally will lose your goddamn mind. Now, have a look, guys. I'm proving something today. Look. Look, to all my Sikh brothers out there, please never forget, because this is not about me. Yeah? If he truly had a problem with me, he would have put Brindarawala's pic on there. But he's got the Guru Tegh Bahadur's pic on there with a very controversial title about Aurangzeb and Brindarawala. But he's got Guru Tegh Bahadur, who sacrificed his life for the Hindus in Kashmir. This is the type of people I'm dealing with. And you lot think, yeah, I'm being hard on certain people like Sir Faz. But this is what I know they truly think. They have no respect for Sikhs. Even though the Sikhs, like I said, are the sole cause, yeah, one of the main causes for Bangladesh being liberated from the Pakistanis who genocided those people. Remember, Aurangzeb, yeah, was basically a Pakistani in all that name because he was born from that area. Yeah, he was obviously from Mughal descent, but he was living there for God knows how long. So, yeah, I'm glad I've proven something. That Foga Faz is not an honorable person. Remember, Foga Faz is somebody that will sell out his religion. We know that. We know that. Give me, oh, Raj, jump on, Raj. The amount of times Foga Faz typed in the back chat, Raj, jump on so you can cuss out Mad Dunya and them lot and cause problems is freaking unbelievable. I wish I could find those screenshots, because I can't seem to find them anymore because there's so many goddamn messages all over the place. That he used to say, Raj, jump on, Raj, jump on, Raj, jump on. Start cussing my Muslim brothers. Yeah, Raj, Raj. That's why I was allowed to stay on the panel for hours, cussing people out, cussing his Muslim brothers out. As long as I, yeah, was bringing in the views, he didn't give a shit about his Muslim brothers. He didn't give a shit about any of them, man. If I was running the amount of disrespect I showed to people on Foga Faz's panel, yeah, is unbelievable. I cussed at so many people on that panel. Never once did I ever get chucked off? No, because we owned your channel at one point. We owned your channel, Foga Faz. We ran your channel. We was more of a Sikh propaganda channel on your channel. That's how much of a disgrace you are. You allowed another religion to take over your channel, talk shit to you, talk shit to your Muslim brothers, as long as the cha-ching was coming in, as long as the money was coming. You know that for a fact. It's embarrassing. No wonder no one respects you, you little crackhead. Looks like freaking Zakir Naik. Goes Green Street looking like Zakir Naik, buying talcum powder. What a degenerate. Now, I'm going to wrap the show up, though. So, like I said, they're upset, not because of anything really that much, but they're upset because I've exposed their dawa in terms of what they're doing, which is like they will literally dig up a corpse if they thought they could get a conversion. Oh, guys, there's a grave over there. He's just barely dead. Come on, let's dig it up. Let's dig it up. Let's dig it up. You know, I can imagine all of them like digging up a grave and saying, is he still alive? Can he take the Shahada? Yes or no? Yeah. And so they know they're being exposed for the Saus Dawa team that they are. So all the Muslims out there that genuinely do Dawa and genuinely get Shahadas, big up to yourself. But to these salesmen Dawa men who only care about numbers and not about quality but quantity, those people are the people that are doing anti-Dawa and disgrace to the Muslim people. I tell you, because videos like this of this old man being converted on literally in a hospital where he can barely speak is a disgrace. And you should be calling this kind of stuff out instead of kind of promoting it like these guys do. But there are certain people that have condemned it. So I think
of Ramadan, my grandfather is 105 years old, and we come from Sikh background. I took my Shahada when I was 21, and today my grandfather here is going to take his Shahada because now he's weak. He can barely talk.
So
and
he says so before anyone says, yeah, oh, maybe he wasn't weak, maybe he could speak. The guy has said clearly he's weak and can barely speak. He's admitted how frail and vulnerable this man is. But obviously that one's a bad one. But actually, the more I think about it, if I'm thinking about it objectively, this one is probably the worst one, just because of the fact that this woman is clearly on her deathbed. This woman is clearly so old, so frail that there's no way she made a conscious decision about doing anything. This lady here probably couldn't even, I don't know, even feed herself or even go to the toilet or even probably do anything apart from ask for help. And if you look at this particular video, this is probably, in my opinion, now that I've seen it quite a few times, is definitely worse. And this got 7,000 views here. And let's see whether these guys will condemn this video. Because the other one, they'll say, oh, well, he was up and, you know, maybe kind of competent to up to a certain point. But look at this one. So like I said before, this video, the guy says a Muslim man was visiting a London hospital when he heard an old English lady shouting for help and a high care unit next to the Muslim patient he was visiting. And instead of, I don't know, calling for help, he said, oh my God, let's take the Shahada quickly, guy, come on. I'm going to quickly take it. Where's my phone? Hey, lady, hey, take the Shahada now. Yeah, so this is the kind of nasty, degenerate kind of thing this individual done. And something, yeah, if it was done with their own free will and they wanted to do it, I'm not fair enough, man. That's their decision. But this is clearly something that is being forced upon this old woman who was asking for help, and some dipshit who was walking by the ward jumps in there, puts a camera to her face, yeah, and then starts making her take the Shahada in front of the camera, uploads it onto YouTube, which has now got 7,000 views, yeah. We don't even know if she's got any family or anything. So look.
Allah ilaha illa Allah wa ashhadu anna Muhammad Rasul Allah. I testify that there is no God but Allah, and I testify that Muhammad is his messenger, and I testify that Jesus is Allah's messenger.
Now, no one could tell me this is a Shahada that's going to be legitimate. No one can. If you do, then you are a full-on degenerate if you think that is a legitimate Shahada. It is so clear-cut wrong what this guy done, that anybody that thinks this legitimate and thinks it's a good thing, I swear to God, you need to be locked up or freaking more, you know, put in a loony bin or put in prison or something like that. I mean, obviously there will be some people that think that, you know, this is okay, you know, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. You know, she was going to go to hell, so we saved her. Now, obviously, the people that probably do this also will be doing this, yeah. Oh, this is Sheikh Man, Mad Dunya, and Tawheed doing Dawa. Oh, let's dig up the old bodies. This is the kind of thing they'll probably get up to at one point. This is the kind of thing they'll probably get up to, yeah. Go to a graveyard, start digging up bodies. Go, oh, yeah, can we take the Shahada? Are you ready to take the Shahada now? Are you ready? Still got a little bit of breath in you somewhere. This is them. This is probably Sheikh One, Grey Dunya, and Tawheed. Obviously, Tawheed's bent over getting shafted or something. But this is the type of, this is them. Look. Here's Sheikh One without the mask on. Look. Here's thingy, little old thingy, and there's Tawheed there. Yeah. So this is the thing. This is what they'll probably get up to in terms of, you know, like doing shahadas. I mean, it is truly disgraceful. I'm not gonna lie. And the people that are supporting it, and I know people can say Raj are just trolling you. They're not. I'm telling you straight now, they're not. The certain people are not just trolling. They truly believe this is okay, that this is a normal thing to do, to go up to somebody and then, like, start making them say something they don't even know what they're saying, and then, you know, they think that's going to be a legitimate shahada. Here's Mad Dunya's latest shahada. Here he is. There's Mad Dunya's latest shahada. You know, oh, I was just walking past. He looked like he wanted to convert. Yeah, this is his latest one. Like you can't. I mean, seriously, that's how stupid it is. That's the next stage. Dead bodies. Yeah, that's the next stage. Dead bodies. Because if you think that this is okay, then the next stage is going to be a dead person. It'll be a dead person. Oh, don't worry about it. He's only not got no skin on him. He can still move his jaw, you know. He's only been dead 4 days. Come on, guys. It's only been 4 days. Still got time. Like, this is, yeah, real degeneracy. And I'm going to tell you something. Unless people start outrightly condemning this stuff, because the time that I find out who that old Sikh man is, yeah, I will do show after show, yeah, to embarrass you guys. Because I'm telling you, once you find out who the old Sikh man is and who actually did the Shahada, whether it was his grandson or not, and whether his family agreed or whether anything else, it's going to get peak. I'm telling you straight now, because people are looking into it right now. You need to start retracting your support for that Shahada video before it gets stupid. Because if you're still supporting it now, and then when we find out the truth, and apologies aren't going to be good enough, in my opinion. Yeah, recording someone on their deathbed. Yeah, imagine I'm walking past it. Just all right. So let's say, for argument's sake, yeah, I'm walking past a ward, yeah, and there's an old person crying out for help. Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Yeah. Then you go into there, and instead of going, what do you need? Yeah, I'm going to get a doctor for you. What he does, what the person does, is pull out a phone. Yeah. Starts to go filming and going, okay, can you say the Shahada for me? This lady doesn't even know that this video is probably online, and she's probably dead as well at the moment. Yeah, she's probably dead. I'll big up to the Wasp, man. Big up to the Wasp as well. And so yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up now, because yeah, this is a real disgusting situation. Obviously, people are upset now because I've exposed something, and obviously, when I expose it, they go into a frenzy and start, you know, I don't know, doing stuff like this. You know, I don't know, just sort of like, you know, doing videos or basically, you know, dragging the Sikh Guru into stuff for no goddamn reason. Nothing to do with the situation. But oh, don't worry, it's only your Guru. Don't worry, Raj, it's only your Guru. Don't worry, he's not the prophet. Who gives a shit about your Guru? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. As long as you don't mock my prophet, we don't care. As long as you don't mock my prophet, we don't care. But yeah, we can do whatever we want to you. Who's the better man? Aurangzeb or Pindarawala? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. You know, it doesn't matter that the Guru's picture's on there. That's not actually Pindarawala. Don't worry about it. Even though I warned you and I told you an hour ago that this person here sitting in that thumbnail is Guru Tegh Bahadur, one of the most revered gurus of the Sikhs, and you think it's okay to put him into a title like this. It's got nothing to do with him. But if we done anything like that against Muslims, and I did a video with Prophet Muhammad in the thumbnail with a crazy title, I'd be dead. You see how it works? You see how it works? It's a double standard. It's a double standard, obviously. All right, so I'm gonna go now. But like I said, yeah, raindrop. No, I'm not gonna agree with that. I'm not agreeing with that. But sometimes when I see stuff like this, I start to think, yeah, that damn, like, you know, there's something wrong. But luckily, I hear different views. But let's go on a good note. Let's go on a good note, guys. Let's go on a good note. Let's go on a good note. Let's go on a good note. You know what I'm gonna do, guys. You know what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm gonna do. We need to have a little bit of fun before we go. You know what it is. You know what it is. I need to get this on a loop, man.
Only 8 of their battle tanks in functioning order. Spread across the desert battleground of Longewala, lay the 51
Dung, dung,
other
dung,
tanks
dung,
they had
dung,
come
dung,
with
dung, dung.
in the hope of attacking
Come on.
Jaisalmer.
Nut, 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 nut. Right on that tank, boy. Right on
4
that
months
tank.
before the war broke out, West Pakistan had been secretly sending reinforcements to East Pakistan using commercial Pakistan.
So this is my favorite. I'm gonna have to get this as a phone screensaver or something like that, man. This is brutal.
Spread across the desert battleground of Longewala lay the 51 other tanks they had come with in the hope of attacking Jaisalmer.
See, do you know when the Sikhs defeat their enemies, yeah? We're not tired, we're not upset. Look at that face here, after battering the Pakistani army, yeah, outnumbered by God knows how much. And look at the fun the Sikhs are having, man. Look at the fun the Sikhs are having. We're having a great time. It's the new big up tank bhangra. Yeah, big up tank bhangra. Imagine that, yeah. You won a war, yeah. Everyone else is tired, and you just jump onto the tank. It's like, chuck the fateh. It will go crazy. This is something that, you know, I heard there's a tank in that area. I need to go there and dance on it when I go to India, man. Look at this. Look at them. They're just all sitting there. Look at that. Brutal. 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 This is brutal. Brutal. That's how you do it. So this is it. When the Sikhs defeated the Pakistani army, we started freaking on their tank and stuff like that. A big up to Gain though as well. I don't always get on with Gain, but Gain restores my luck. Gain is quite fair. I do want to chat to him about the certain things as well in the future. Not other people, obviously. We'll do it on a neutral channel. Yeah. So big up to the sea. Look at that. That's what you call celebrate. I need to get that kind of looped and remixed. I need to get that looped and remixed.
Come with in the hope of attacking Jaisalmer.
Look at that, man. Look at those moves. Still got the moves, man. Look at that. Still got the moves. Even doing just after a battle. Not even tired. Not even tired. Yeah, we need to have a good old dance. I actually haven't done bhangra for a long time, man. I might have to start doing some bhangra recently. Yeah. No, that is the bhangra dance, Sheikh One. If you don't know, the Indian folk dancing has been in the Punjab from day dot. So yes, it's not Afghan dancing, you idiot. Sikhs have been doing bhangra dancing for God knows how long. And before Pakistanis become Muslims, so the Punjabi Pakistanis are odds of them, they were dancing like this as well. But obviously, you know, you can't dance in Islam, so you know they kind of took that, and you can't do music in Islam, and you can't play the dole in Islam. But prior to Islam coming to Indian subcontinent, people were dancing at the festival. So when you had a good harvest, people used to dance. All the Punjabis, remember ours is Punjabi as well, and there's 100 million Punjabi Pakistani. So before that, they used to dance. So see, like this. We need to start doing bhangra again. So the thing is, what I'm trying to explain is that in the Punjab, yeah, which comprises of Muslims in Pakistan and Sikhs and Hindus in India, they've been dancing for thousands of years during the crop. So if there was a good crop, yeah, they would dance and play music. Now, what would happen is that when Islam come into India, because you can't sing, you can't do music, you can't play the drums, you can't do none of the fun stuff, the Muslim Pakistani Punjabis don't really do this no more. But the Sikh Punjabis and Hindus still do it. So all of the people in this video are all Sikhs. Yeah, we still carry that part of the culture. Yeah, and if you're looking at Punjabi music, Bhangra music, Punjabi dancers, they're all pretty much Sikh, nearly all of them, even though Pakistani Punjabis make up the majority. And there's a reason for that, because religion changes culture. And so this is something that the people of the Punjab have done for thousands of years, before even the Afghans. Oh, Jazzy B. Actually, this is a good little thing. Man. Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, I haven't been to a Bhangra gig for like 15 years. Like, I feel like going. Maybe I should go as an old man. Imagine that Raj is an old man. Actually, let me just see this one for a second. I'm gonna wrap up in a minute. Let me just. Oh, this is I'm gonna probably get a strike. Hopefully, I don't get a strike. But let me just listen to this for a sec. I'm gonna dance his rock wedding. Probably get a strike. So basically, this is what they used to do in the Punjab for thousands of years. Yeah, for thousands of years. This is what they used to do. Muslim folk song. He's saying, oh, everybody, guess what? Everybody, Sheikh Kwan is saying that this is a Muslim folk song. I didn't realize. Oh, big up! You've made a new kind of fatwa. Muslims can do folk songs. Big up to yourself. I'm actually glad that you're reforming Islam so that they can dance. So is that what you're saying? That this is a Muslim folk song? Really? This is a Muslim folk song? This is gold. This is gold. Because this is the Sheikh One saying that this is a Muslim folk song. Yeah? Now let's play this as he's saying that. First of all, this is not, let me explain something. This is not Sikhism. This is not Islam. This is not Hinduism. This is Punjabi culture. Before there was Hinduism, before there was Islam, before there was Sikhism, there has always been a Punjab. The Punjabi people, yeah, this is their culture. Some Punjabis have retained it. Some have lost it. Yeah, and this is big up to Gabe. This is what a true Muslim would say. Yeah, this is why Sheikh one's a fake Muslim. He said this was a Muslim, yeah, thingy, yeah, a Muslim thing. Look, have a look here. So let's have a look. This is a fake Muslim saying this is a Muslim folk song, and this is a real Muslim, yeah, who will say this. Islam is free from this because music and dance is not part of the Islamic way of life. So you have now been takfir, Sheikh one, by Gain. Do the takfir to Sheikh one. You're out of it. You're out. You've been fired. Yes, Punjabis are Muslims. So what can you not understand? I don't understand what you don't understand. The Punjab, yeah, which the Punjabi people comprise of around 220 million people, around a large proportion are Pakistani Punjabis. What I'm trying to say to you is that although the Sikhs and the Hindus make up the minority, they have still retained their culture. Their culture. This is the Punjab culture. Before Islam was there, before Hinduism, before Sikhism, this is the culture. This is the Punjabi culture is separate from religion. Yeah, it's separate from. You're lucky. Look, you're lucky, Gain. I'm giving you a chance because Gain has been fair on you. He said, no. I will give him one more chance. One more chance. If he ever says Muslim folk song again, takfir. You're lucky. You're lucky. You're lucky. He bloody well. Your sheikh here has given you another chance. Oh no, I actually didn't put that one. I didn't even meant to put that one up. But yeah. Anyway, I need to shoot now. Anyway, yeah. So I'm gonna treasure that one though. I'm gonna treasure that one though. Oh, let me see the Afghan dancing because he's saying this is Afghani dancing. Yeah. So I just want to do a quick experiment. Let me just see if this truly is an. Let me see the Afghan dance. I thought Afghans only done bachabazi, boys. But he doesn't understand that Punjab has been just around just as long as Afghanistan. How do you know they didn't copy it from the thingy? Oh my God, this is definitely Sharik. This is definitely Sharik here. But you have to understand, Afghanistan is right next to the Punjab here, not that far. So they're going to influence each other. They probably learn from each other. But this is quite interesting, though, the Afghanistani traditional dance. Because these people have still retained their Afghanistani traditional dance. Let's have a look. Well done. I'm quite happy. See, look. Not as fun, though. I'm not going to lie. It's not as fun. Yeah, it's not as fun though for some reason. They're just sort of going. Their dance is more like. It's a bit girly, yeah. I'm a bit surprised because Afghans are badass. But let me show you the difference between a Bhangra dance and a Punjabi Bhangra dancing to thingy. Let me have a look. Let me show you. I don't want to play anything next. Oh my God, I'll play it. Maybe this one might not. Yeah, I might play this one because I don't think I'm going to get strike on this one. Let me have a look. So the Afghans are going like they're doing like prancing about, yeah, because and it's a bit girlified, yeah. It's not very manly if you have a look. Look. So it's almost like they're about to start, but they don't finish. So it's like but when you look at that Bhangra, when you look at Punjabi dancing, yeah, when you look at Punjabi dancing, it goes the full way. So have a look at this one. This is, I think, hopefully, I better not get a freaking strike on this. This. So that or this. This this is the difference. They're just going. Oh, like obviously, there's going to be a cultural exchange between the Punjab and Afghanistan because it's so close. I can't say which one started it first because the Punjab has been there for thousands of years. But I do know one thing. Which one's more fun today? Which one's the more fun today? Yeah, we know which one's better. And let me say something. This guy goes, Raj, you're sick, to putting up videos of elderly people who you have the last prep and then putting people are dancing. We don't see. Let me explain something to you, dude. I'm a Sikh. Yeah, I'm a Sikh. I don't see nothing wrong with dancing. I don't see nothing wrong with dawal or music. To me, yeah, dancing and music is a beautiful thing. So you can't superimpose your religious beliefs onto me. Can you? So anyway, I'm going to be shooting anyway. That's all I wanted to say. I know these guys are all triggered. Big up to the Sikh army for all over that tank. We're going to call it Bhangra tank music now. Bhangra tank music. I'm going to be a new Punjabi singer. Bhangra tank music. I'm going to do a track. Bhangra tank music. Do you dare me to do a track on the Bhangra tank? Imagine that. Do a Bhangra tank track. Oh, talk that for tea. All over the freaking thing. I need to improve my Punjabi though. Anyway, I'm off anyway, man. Take care.